Hello, Aaron Kubitz, personal trainer at Functional Aesthetics EC, where we're helping average guys perform better in their lives inside and outside the gym. In today's video, I'm going to go over a quick breathing routine and also chanting routine to help you loosen up, de-stress, and revitalize yourself after either a long car ride, a long day at the office, a stressful situation, or something where you're just, for example, I just finished up with a 12-hour day, just got done putting together some clients' programs and things like that, and I just started noticing, like, man, I just kind of feel like, I guess drained, but also kind of like gridlock in the brain, when you've been thinking really hard for a while and stuff like that. So what I do after that is either do some stretching or do some qigong, tai chi, deep breathing type movements. Yoga can also be beneficial as well. But tonight I actually incorporated some, chanting or humming as well, which can be very beneficial for releasing stress or releasing nervous energy from the body. So rather than letting it all build up, you release it and you actually have more energy. Because I feel, I kind of liken it to if you're driving a car down the road, right, and you have the brakes on. That's like, or if you are trying to floor the gas in a car, but you have the parking brake on, right? It's just going to create a lot of friction, a lot of unnecessary waste of energy, right? Whereas and I liken that to, like, if you're sitting in an office, right? You're under a lot of stress, but instead of being able to go and run away from whatever the thing is, or fight whatever the thing is, and dispose of that energy, what happens is your body releases the cortisol, which then dumps a bunch of sugar into your bloodstream from your pancreas, from your liver and things like that, right? Dumps it in there. Now you have this deficit that your body's like, oh, I have to go and refill that back up again, right? Except the problem is you've been sitting at your desk. You haven't been going and running or fighting something and using that energy, which is the purpose of why the cortisol is released, to go use that energy, right? So now it just gets dumped to the bloodstream and circulating around and stuff, and also your insulin sensitivity tends to go down when cortisol is up. There's this inverse relationship, right? But now you feel like more hungry because all that sugar that was in the liver, stored in the glycogen in the muscles and stuff, got dumped to the bloodstream for immediate use, except now you're sitting there stressed out and you're not actually physically going and using it. So at the end of the day, when you're feeling kind of drained after all this, rather than going to the fridge, grabbing your snacks and stuff like that, try this sort of routine here. Just give it a try and see if it doesn't help you gain a little bit more control, ground yourself, and bring you back to a more stable position. It doesn't mean that you can't go eat something afterwards, but try to stop and be more mindful of what you're doing, or before you blow up, before you do something that you would feel bad for doing later and stuff, try doing this out. Or if you just want to feel more energized and less restricted in your body, try this routine out and see how it helps. Let me know in the comments below if you find that it was helpful. If you go and try it, come back later or something like that to the video, leave that comment. I really appreciate your feedback on this. And without further ado, we'll get into the routine. So how I usually start is just a basic scooping breath. So you're going to stand with your feet a little outside shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees, like so, right? So soft knees, just kind of sinking into the ground. You're just going to kind of feel that, heaviness of your body just sinking into the ground like that, right? And then what you're going to do is start with the tips of your fingers crossed over each other in the front, palms facing up. You're taking a deep breath through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And you want to go about that pace too. So you want to go at the natural pace that you breathe in. Allow your lungs to expand fully. And then once they have, pause for a second, hold the breath, and then come back down. And there's different variations of this, but we're going to start out with just doing 5 to 10 breaths of the scooping breath. So we're going to start out here. And for that particular one, there's no specific way that you need to do it. I usually just kind of go like a or an kind of thing like that. Or you can, at the end of it, you know, and as you become more experienced, you find what kind of tonality feels good with it. But after I've done that a couple times, oftentimes what I'll transition into is then another breath that's similar to also to like a Tai Chi type movement or Qigong, where you're going like this. So for this one here, notice how I'm basically pushing the air away, bringing it back, kind of like I have a ball of energy here. And as I'm starting out in a wide horse stance, every time I go across and come back, I bring my feet a little closer together. So it's and I'm reversing it this time. You can also do that, or you can breathe out and breathe in. So experiment with both different ways. Some days you'll like one way more than the other way. So again, here goes. And then another thing that I will often do, and really these are just examples of what you can do. As you become more familiar with it, you'll get more in tune with the body, and then you can just kind of go with the flow of whatever your body is feeling like doing at that moment, because that's typically what it needs to kind of release the energy, right? So another thing you can do after you've been doing this breathing and stuff for a while, sometimes you just kind of bounce up and down and just so you're taking nice, slow, deep breath through the nose as you're bouncing. And then, and as you're going, you're letting the oxygen back out and then back in through the nose, and you kind of continue that pattern. You can also kind of stomp the feet. And this is particularly good if you can actually do it outside, barefooted in the grass, because your connection, you have electrical fields in your body, and then the earth also has a magnetic field and stuff. And connecting those also tends to increase your energy levels as well. So you can do your kind of right now, I actually feel very grounded. So initially, you feel this energy and stuff, and then as you get further into it, then you feel nice and calm, relaxed, grounded, and you don't have that nervous energy. Because growing up, I had like a lot of issues with having ADD and nervous energy and stuff when I would try to like sit and read something. I couldn't focus. And then later on, the second time I went through college, I noticed that even if I didn't have like physical nervous energy in my body, if I'm sitting here and I can't focus on what I'm reading, I'll go out there and just walk, right? And so this is kind of a similar thing. So like if you just don't want to go out, if you say, it's late at night or something, you don't want to just go walk out at night, you can do these kind of exercises like this to kind of just keep yourself focused without going through all the activity of going out for the walk or whatever. If you just want to do this for a couple minutes, sit back down and get focused again, it could be a really great way to ground yourself. So that's all I've got for today. Probably, do some more videos similar to this in the future. If you guys like this kind of stuff, let me know in the comments below, or send any requests on nutrition or fitness tips that you'd like to the email in the description below. That is ContentRequestFAEC@gmail.com. And I may feature one of your questions or about fitness or nutrition or just general health in one of my future videos. So guys, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. If you did like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more content related to fitness, nutrition, meditation, and just general healthy philosophy, hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of the screen. And we'll see you all next time for more health and fitness related information. Thanks guys for watching.